Hello my viewers, how are you all doing? I just want to take you around or just to show you how my day is like. Like, I'm so happy today. Today is very sunny. As in, you can see from the window, you can see it's very sunny. I'm very happy. But even as it's sunny like this, just go outside. If you see the way breeze will just greet you, it's very cold outside despite the sun. I love the environment. Okay, so it's good. So I I think I should say I'm very lucky. God is so faithful. In the flat where I live, we are all Nigerians. So I can relate with some people that say when you live with the other side of people, you live with your Igbo, na you sabi. So, but here, God was just faithful. We're all Nigerians, and I think we are five here in the flat, and out of that flat, five, three are Igbos. So you understand, it just looks like you're living with your own persons. You understand, and the way we're relating here, you know, more like we understand where we're coming from. We have common purpose, so it helps us to like blend very well. So this is morning, this is after 8. I actually don't have any lectures today, but I need to go to school to do one or two things. That are very important. Guys, I have testimony. I did test yesterday. I got 9.2. That's 9 over 10. Let me just say that, and I'm so happy. This is the first test I'm writing in Canada. I've been doing assignments, but I'm yet to know what the scores are. But this one was like, I did it and I saw the result, and I'm so grateful to God. I've learned to be grateful. I'm the kind of person that is always grateful to God for any little thing, because when you thank God for any little thing, you see God coming more for you. God will come all out for you. Like, hi, this is my daughter, the ginger, my swagger, that kind of a thing. So that's just it. I was so happy. So this morning I'm going to take pap. This is one of the things I came from Nigeria with. This is millet. So it was up to here, somewhere here, when I brought it. So there are sometimes you may not be in the mood to cook. I'm always not in that mood to cook, particularly as I'm not here with my children, I'm not here with my husband. Kai, if I see myself cooking that kind delicate, I'll be like, oh, my children are missing. And they're always calling me. That one is another thing. For me to like, particularly all of them, both my husband, my children, for them not to feel my absence so much, I spend time with them online. I'm telling you, sometimes I wake up in the morning, I watch them take their baths down to when they will eat, get ready for school, that kind of a thing. And sometimes at work, my husband will be calling me intermittently, we'll be chatting and all of that. Like now, I just told him I want to go and prepare food. Nigeria is like 3 hours 30 minutes ahead of us. So as it is 8 o'clock here, it's like 9, 10, 11, 11:30. So he's already at work. That guy is like, Kai, you've already gone far with the day. I'm just starting. Let me prepare my meal. So this morning, honestly, I'm already a little bit late. Not because I have lecture, but with the things I've planned to do for myself today. So I wanted to make jollof rice, which I would have shown you how I prepared, but I decided to just take pap. So what I'm going to be taking now, sorry, just want to show you a little. So this is the pap, and then I'll just fry this plantain. On my next video, I'll let you know how much some of these things cost in the shop, and then to also help those that want to come budget financially, so that they won't be stranded here. So that's just it. Then another thing again, I was doing it even right in Nigeria. If you've been following my YouTube, I'm always talking about food and their nutrients. In fact, that's the name of the YouTube channel, Frank NutriFat, right? That's where you started. And honestly to tell you, do you know how healthy you are depends on the kind of food you eat. So we really need to have that in mind. I know that all over the world, not just Nigeria, is experiencing one challenge or the other that may make people kind of forget about food, not to eat well. You understand? I hear people say something like, this time around, no more 3 square meal, or it's just 2 square meal or 1 square meal. The thing is not about how many square meal you eat, okay? It's not about how many square, whether it's 2 square or 3 square meal or one. The thing is that one that you choose to eat. How rich is that food? How healthy? How balanced is that meal you're taking? So That's what you need to have in mind. Forget about whether you eat 3 times a day. I think feeding should be just based on when you are hungry. If you're not hungry, why will you force yourself to eat just because you want to make sure you're able to eat up to 3 square? I mean, no, 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 that is not the lifestyle we should practice. You only eat when you're hungry. Except maybe your own has some undertone. Maybe you're having some health challenge, you are losing appetite. That one is a different thing. You may need to go to hospital to seek for help. But if you are just a normal person and you don't feel like eating, just eat when you're hungry. When you're hungry, the only thing you should focus on is to make sure that whenever you decide to eat, let your meal be rich. Kawaii, that's just it. So back to what I'm saying. Usually what I do is if I eat here, I don't carry food. Of course, I've not even seen people go with food flags. I don't really know because here every white has cup beside her or him. They're always drinking coffee. Or something. There's something that looks like a smoothie. I've not really looked at it, you understand? But we Nigerians, we know how to prepare it. And honestly, I'm not ashamed of being a Nigerian. I'm not ashamed of being an African because our food makes sense. As in sometimes I'll be like, what are these people even eating? Like it's because you're always drinking. Well, anyway, by the time I make a white friend, a proper white friend, I'll also let you know. So by then I'll get to know more about them. But for now, I'm actually concentrating on what brought me and to hit my target by the special grace of God. So I can eat anything in the morning, but this morning what I'm thinking is I'm going to fry this and this. Don't tell me it's only one plantain you are going to fry. Do you know how much this thing is? If you like, finish all your money. You have to eat with wisdom, but the most important thing is just make sure it's healthy. So most of the time, what I usually take to school is fruits. So it's not really that expensive. So that's just it. I try to buy apple and then I try to buy carrots. So for each day I'm going to school, I'll just take one apple and then two sticks of carrot. I see they're looking fresh and big. I think I bought this thing on Saturday. That was the eve of Canada Thanksgiving. That was when I bought it. So I make sure I take one of the apple and then two of carrot. I'll wash it, cut it like maybe into two equal half, and then put it and seal it. You're going to see it. So that's what I do. So when I'm in the school and I feel like eating, not necessarily because I'm hungry, but when you're doing some school work and everything, sometimes you may feel like dozing off. So you can reach out to one of those things. So that's what I do. I'll just reach out to one of them and eat it while I'm doing my thing. Then another thing I take to school is I take hot water with me. I put cinnamon stem inside it, so it has this flavor and this feeling. I like it so much. Please go to market and buy it. Do you know I came with it here, but I was like, God, where will I get it again? But the other day I went to wholesale market to buy bees. Oh my goodness, I saw it. I was so excited. I said, I'm not going to miss out on this, my drink, honestly, because it makes my day. There is no day I go to school or I go that I don't have it. You understand? I mean, not necessarily go with water because there is water everywhere. I mean, white people try everywhere. There is water, so you can always use your cup and get to anywhere. Take warm water, and if you want cold you take, but me I don't take cold water. It's just warm or a little bit hot. God has been faithful. I've put in 1 month plus, almost getting to 2 months. I've never had catarrh, I've never had fever, and that's because I am praying, asking God, please, nobody to take care of me here. So I'm really, really intentional. I'm really, really intentional about it. Just don't mind me. I like talking fast. So, and that intentionality is on how I eat. I try to eat right and all of that. So that is it. So if you don't mind, just watch me as I prepare my pap. So this is for $4.5. So I don't know. I think Naira is getting to 1,007 per dollar. So say 1,700 times 4.5. That should show you the equivalent of this. You understand? So, but if you convert it, you will scream, that's expensive, using Nigerian money. But if you check it here, it's very cheap, going by what is obtainable here. Minimum wage here is like almost something close to $17. Okay, so and then times maybe 40 hours or whatever as the case may be. So for people here, this is chicken change, $4. But when you convert it to Nigeria, it's something very, very much. You understand? So I remember those days when I came in, that was last month. That's how I'm calling those days as if it was one kind 2 years or 3 years. Don't mind me. Last month when I came in, so the first time I followed my roommate, they took me out. So they were trying to get some, do some groceries, that kind of a thing. So I followed them. My God, I could not buy anything because for everything I want to buy, I will check the equivalent in Nigerian money because I'm still eating my Nigerian money. I'm not getting any job yet, so you get that kind of a thing. So I mean, I could not buy anything. So and I'm not here to pretend or kind of make someone feel fine. Are you paying for my fees? Are you paying for my feeding? Okay, let's say for instance this granite oil, they say $4. I'm not like Jesus, I'm not type 1,600. Then dollar was 1,600. And I do 1,600 times one $4. I'll scream Jesus, almost 8,000 naira. I told them I beg. I just came to accompany people. I will come and do the shopping myself. I was very, very patient with them. I followed them around because, of course, that was also a way for me to know where things are and all of that. So I now followed them. They finished shopping. I told them no, I will decide on how to shop my own. So on my own, I went. But then I've already calculated everything. So I discussed with one of my friends. I discussed with one of my friends that is here. And I told him, Jesus, see, things are very, very expensive. He now told me it's not that they're expensive, it's because you're using Nigeria eye and you're still burning your Nigerian money. He told me if you are doing like this, you'll be very, very hungry. And then I now told my husband, I said, what will you do now? You have to buy now. As long as you're not wasting money, you understand? That's the truth. As long as you're not wasting money, you have to be very, very careful. So you can see it. So I actually put salt in my plantain, but very little. If you're hypertensive, you have to be very careful with salt. Just little intake of salt. And again, if your age has advanced like me, I'm 40. I'm really 48, man. So that you have to be doing some of these things with carefulness. You are not eating to be full. You are just eating for the purpose of what that thing is going to give you. So you're just little salt. I have to use my hand to like make sure it goes wrong. If my children see me cooking like this, they'll be like, hey, mommy, I want to come and eat. I'm like, what's the meaning of this? Are you not eating plantain in Nigeria? Can you imagine? I'm sure they are missing mommy's way of cooking, that kind of a thing. So my dear, as I was gisting, I had to on my own go to market, and then I've spoken to my husband regarding cost of things. I need to carry my before you now say this girl, so you came here to blow my money, that kind of a thing. You have to tell you see cost of things, and if you say as long as you're not wasting the money, just manage your purpose, don't waste money. So that is just it. So here things, if you ask me, they're not that extremely expensive. If you are earning a dollar and you're spending, it's not really expensive. But if you are blowing what you've already made from Nigeria, man, it's very expensive. So that's why you really eat when it's necessary. Don't just eat, there's I feel like I want to eat pizza, I want to eat burger with your Nigeria account. That kind of a thing. And again, those things are not healthy. I'm telling you. Forget about that when you see they will not have layers of cabbage and all those things. It doesn't give anything. Eat proper food. Proper food. I'm telling you, proper food. Honestly, if you ask my people, if you ask my family, they will tell you that I don't eat fried things. But here I am now. I have to the frying plantain, but then I don't fry all the time. But today is kind of different because I'm trying to, or I'm rushing. I want to meet up with appointment. So I want to ask you something. How do you prepare your pap? How we were doing it at home before I started giving birth was, you just pour that hot water and just do the pap and start eating it. But as I started having children, let me see, I've always loved pap anyway. But as I gave birth to children, when I prepare the pap and give them, then they were almost 6 months. When I give them pap, it doesn't really go down well with them. Sometimes they'll be having blood test, but place it over the heat side to get done a little. So and the taste is quite different. So since then, I don't make pap with hot water and just leave it that way and start drinking. I must kind of, should I say, cook it now? I don't know what to use for it. I must always do that. That is how I do my own. So because of that, I prepare my pap in a pot. So after I must have done this, that's just it. This is not charcoal, though. This is the color of the pot. I'm really happy where I'm staying. Number one, the kind of people I met, they are all Nigerians, so I feel at home here. Then number two again, light. Consistency of light here gives me happiness. You can go to grocery, buy everything you want to buy, stock in your fridge, and it will stay for 1 month. Nothing has spoiled. The fish I bought last month is still there, very very intact. So what I do is just to pick up whatever I want and then use it. The only thing I'm not really comfortable in this house is that the kitchen is upstairs. We also have kitchen downstairs because I stay in the basement. We also have kitchen there, but there is no gas cooker. So for you to cook, you have to come upstairs. So this is the kitchen upstairs, okay? So let me make the pot. If you look at the pot, you can see it's well done. It's well done, but I don't know. I can't take it like this. I must place it on heat to make sure it's well cooked, kind of. That's the only way I can feel comfortable taking it. So it's just the only thing I don't really like here. That's that stress of having to climb upstairs every time you want to cook. But outside it, I like the place, proximity to school and all that. Everything is just so perfect. I think I like it. So you see, if you are someone that likes pap like I do, try and come with it. I came with millet. I came with guinea corn. If I'd known, I would have even come with corn itself. So, but these are the only two I came with as in like this. So, and ask anybody that knows me. Me and Pap were 5 and 6. That's just it. I still have one full of this, that of the guinea corn. The guinea corn, I think I took it once, so it has always been millet that I've been taking. So, you may also consider coming with it. So, I've done it. So, you see, kind of, I have cooked it again. So let me just know on the comment section how you prepare your pap. That's if you take pap at all. I want to know how it looks like. Do you just make pap with hot water and then drink it like that? Or do you, after preparing it, do you still place it on heat like I've done now? Just let me know how you do yours, okay? So guys, this is what I'm taking to school. Nothing serious. I just chopped the carrots into just few chunks and then cut my apple so it will be here. So it will be easier for me to be eating it while I'm doing some work in the school. That's it. So I would like you to tell me how you take your pap. Do you actually cook it a little before you eat pap, or do you just make it and start eating? I don't know. I told I was doing it that way before. That was how I was raised. That's how we do pap. But as soon as I started giving birth to children, I started cooking the pap for them. After making it, you pass it over the heat, so that they can eat. And before I know it, it becomes my way. I can't even like. You heard my classmates, they were like, "Wow, they're eating like as if you're a baby." But I've gotten used to it. If it's not cooked, I feel like I'm drinking fresh pap, kind of, and the taste will be looking somehow. The taste will be kind of fresh. So that's just it. So if you don't mind, you can join me. This is what I have, or what I'm having this morning. Thank you for watching my video. So we'll see some other time. Bye.